Maca root is a plant that is part of the mustard family and is related to the cabbage, broccoli, and turnip. Maca grows in the mountain ranges of South America in the country of Peru. Maca root is harvested and dried naturally, then ground into a powder and used as a food. The indigenous Inca people ate maca root powder for its ability to enhance endurance, energy, libido, and balance hormones. Maca root powder was a staple food and medicine of the Inca people. The maca plant is unique because it grows at elevations between 12 to 15,000 feet above sea level, where few pests can thrive, making this root organically free from many pests. Maca is one of few food crops in the world that grows at these high altitudes. Maca root powder was so revered that it was used in rites of passage ceremonies of virility, where boys would transition into men and manhood. Maca was also used as a source of currency by the Inca. When the Spanish explorers arrived and entered into South America and the Andes Mountains, they observed the Inca people eating maca root powder and saw its benefits. The Spanish explorers brought the maca plant back to Europe and gave it to the king and fed it to their livestock. They witnessed increased fertility in their livestock and coined maca as a superfood.
Maca is a superfood, Your Highness.
Maca was traded with gold during this time period in the 1500s. In the mid-20th century, maca was rediscovered and has been shared worldwide. The recommended daily intake of maca root powder is 1 to 2 teaspoons per day. If that quantity is too much, you can reduce your intake to 1 teaspoon every couple of days, or even 1 teaspoon per day a few times per week. The intake of maca root powder will vary from person to person. When it comes to the nutritional qualities of maca root powder, it has protein that includes 20 amino acids and all 9 essential amino acids. Proteins are large molecules that build bodily structures like cells, tissues, and organs, while amino acids are small molecules that are the building blocks of protein. When many amino acids come together to form peptide bonds, they create a 3D structure of protein. Although 1 tablespoon of maca root powder only contains 1 to 2 grams of protein, they have all 9 essential amino acids. In addition, maca root powder is an aphrodisiac, aiding in fertility to help women become pregnant, to birth a biological child. Maca root powder helps women during menopause when they stop having menstrual cycles, and it's an immunostimulant that helps to reinforce your immune system's natural ability to ward away viruses and diseases. It also helps with sexual intimacy with your spouse. And for men, maca root powder helps to increase sperm concentration, further helping to create a child. The vitamins and minerals in maca root powder will include B vitamins from the vitamin B complex. One reason maca root powder gives you energy is because it has B vitamins, like vitamin B1, B2, B3, and B6. B vitamins provides us with the energy we need from the foods that we eat. Maca root initially has vitamin B12, but through the processing and grinding of the root, the cobalamin bacteria is minimalized or removed. Maca root has vitamin C that makes sure there's enough of the hormone thyroxine. Thyroxine is produced by the thyroid gland to support basal metabolic rate, to maintain our body heat temperature. Maca root has trace minerals of copper, iron, and zinc that helps us maintain the health of our blood. Maca root also has electrolyte minerals of potassium and magnesium that both function in muscle contraction. Potassium also functions in fluid balance and the transmission of nerve impulses, while magnesium assists with more than 300 enzyme systems. There are 3 different colors of maca that are yellow, red, and black, and come from the same seeds of the plant. A maca cultivator won't know what color the maca root is until harvested. Yellow maca is the most common and is about 60% of the harvest, while red maca is 30% of the harvest, and black maca is the rarest, producing 10% of the harvest. The difference between yellow, red, and black maca will come from the outer skin color and slight variations in nutritional properties. When you slice open a black and red maca root, they are similar in color, being a light white yellowish color, while yellow maca is a golden yellow color when the root is sliced open. Traditionally, the Inca used different colors of maca root for different purposes. There's both masculine and feminine energies in humans, and maca root powder is used to balance these two energies. Red maca represents the feminine energy and helps to nourish the blood, nerves, internal organs, and oxygen we inhale. Black maca represents masculine energy and helps with assertiveness, stamina, energy, endurance, and concentration. Yellow maca is the balancing and center point of the masculine and feminine energies. Yellow maca helps to bring balance within your system, helping to heal the internal and external. Yellow, red, and black maca root powders are sometimes mixed together to combine healing properties. Things to consider before eating maca root powder is that the maca plant is a cruciferous root vegetable and can lower iodine levels in the body. People that have hypothyroidism may have to opt out on eating maca root powder. This will include people with Hashimoto disease, where the immune system attacks the thyroid gland, a butterfly-shaped gland at the base of the neck. Hashimoto disease lowers the hormones produced by the thyroid gland. It isn't recommended for women pregnant or breastfeeding to eat maca root powder because of the potential hormone effects. Once a woman is pregnant, it is recommended not to eat maca root powder. People who take medications are advised to consult with their healthcare provider before eating maca root powder, as it may alter the effects of the medication. Some people have experienced anxiety, tiredness, gastrointestinal issues, insomnia, jitters, and mood swings after eating maca root powder. Take 1 teaspoon of maca root powder to see how your system responds to it. If you have adverse effects, then disregard the use of it. It isn't recommended to eat maca root raw as it is bitter. For maca root to be edible, it has to be dried and heated. It is also illegal to export maca roots out of Peru. When buying maca root powder, look for organic and make sure it uses either yellow, red, and black maca root as an ingredient. Also make sure the maca root powder comes from maca roots natively grown in Peru. Maca root powder can be stored in sealed airtight containers, like a glass jar once opened, and is best to eat within 6 months. During this time period, you can have maca stored in the refrigerator or a dry, cool place like a cabinet. Unopened maca root powder can last up to 2 years if stored in a dry, cool place. Disregard eating maca root powder if it's spoiled or tastes rancid. Check expiration dates to determine how long to keep maca root powder stored as well. Maca root powder has a nutty floral caramel flavor and goes well with many dishes like breakfast oats, banana pancakes, smoothies, and green drinks. It tastes great sprinkled over homemade pizza for lunch or dinner. You can sprinkle it over baked sweet potatoes and can even be added into desserts like homemade cookies. The maca plant has a rich tradition, stemming back to the Inca and shared with Spanish explorers. A food crop once only known in South America is now available to many different cultures around the world. So add maca root powder into your nutrition.